Hi kids, good morning. How are you? I hope you're having a great week like me. So, can you help me with the date from today? Yes, today is Thursday, May 21st from 2020. And guess what? Yes, I have the answers for the dictation from Tuesday. So, let's see if you write the correct answers from the irregular verbs. So let's go to check it. And then we are going to have our dictation from today. Today, I will dictate you the vocabulary words, some of the vocabulary words from the first lesson from your book 5. Yesterday, we worked at the phonology section on the first lesson. So you already familiar with those words. So I'm going to dictate you some of them, and then you will work with them at home. We will see that later. So let's start with the answers from Tuesday. So let's go. Join me. Okay. This was the words that we dictate on Tuesday. The first one that was feed, be, can, drive, cost, bring, do, and choose. All of those are irregular verbs. That means that you must memorize the past tense for each verb. So let's start. Let's see if you did it correctly. The first one is fed. The past tense for feed is fed. Past tense for be is Edgar. Can you help me? Yes, was and were. Very good. Now, Maria Jose, can you tell me what is the past tense for can? Yes, it's could. Very good. Now, the past tense for drive, Emiliano, can you help me? It is drove. That's great. Very good. Now, Camila Sanchez, can you help me with the past tense for coast? Yes, it is the same, coast. Now, Mauricio, can you help me, please? I need the past tense for bring. Yes, it is brought. Now, past tense for do, Camila Bejarano. Did, very good. And the last one, let me think. Nicole, can you help me to tell me what is the past tense for choose? Yes, is chose. Very good. Those are the verbs that I dictate you the last Tuesday. Now, pay attention and go to a blank sheet, please, so you can write the words that I'm going to dictate to you. Remember that are words from the first lesson from your book number 5, okay? So, let's start with our words. Are some of them. Number 1, existed. Number 1, existed. Number 2, wonder. Number 2, wonder. Number 3, precious. Number 3, precious. Number 4, harbor. Number 4, harbor. Number 5, chariot. Number 5, chariot. Number 6, temples. Number 6, temples. And those will be our words from today. So now we can get into our activities. And we already start with our book number 5. So take your book number 5 and let's go to phonology section. Let's see what we're gonna do on phonology section. We're going to work on page number 6, 7, and 8. Remember that I told you that you will work with all the words later? Well, this is the page where you're gonna work it. Okay. On page number 6, you already know what you gotta do. You must find the words from the list in the puzzle. These are the words, you already know them, and you must look for them here, okay? Now, to answer page number 7, I prepare a presentation to you. It says, match the words from the list to their definition by drawing lines. So, these are the definitions and these are the words from vocabulary, okay? I will help you with some images to clear what is what, okay? Give me a second. Okay, we will use this next slideshow to answer page number 7. So we have the vocabulary words, all of them, and you must connect it with their definition. I will not give you the answers, but I will help you, okay? The first word is dock. Dock, it's a place where you can walk through and where the boats land, okay? They can park their boats there. So, next word is peak. A peak, it's the top of a mountain. Existed. Existed, it's something that used to live, but not anymore. It's a verb and it's a past tense. The next word is harbor. A harbor, it's a larger place than a dock, okay? You can place your boats there and even make arrangements and design them. So next word would be wonder. Wonder is when you have questions or you're amazed or curious about something. Temples. Temples are sacred places where people go to adore their gods. Next vocabulary, canal. Canal is a man-made channel of water. Empire is a piece of land that belongs to a city or something, or people, okay? It's a piece of land that belongs to some people. Moat. A moat, it's like this cave trench. It needs to be deep and long, okay? It's a trench made by human too, like the canal. Fountain. It's a structure that jerks water. Chariot. A chariot, it's this. It's a vehicle that it's pulled from horses or camels or different kind of animals. It depends where you are. Precious. Precious is something that you care a lot and it's very beautiful, like these gemstones. Okay, those are the definitions for the vocabulary words from lesson number 1. So you will be able to answer page number 7 with those images that I showed you, okay? These are the definitions. What is a duck? Well, a duck, it's a, what is it? A place on the coast where boats are kept. Okay, peak. You will look for something that says the very top of a mountain, and you will be answering like that. If you have questions, you can rewind the video and stop it and listen and watch the pictures, so the definition gets more clear. Now, page 8. On page number 8, you will need help from your parents. If your parents cannot help you, you can play the track and let the track make the dictation, okay? You must write the 12 vocabulary words, no cheating, and you will check if you think you made excellent, very good, good, or if you need to practice, okay? Because next Tuesday, I will dictate the 12 words to fill this page, okay? So you need to study the words. Now, let's go to the next activity. What do we gonna do on our next activity? We are going to work on language section, okay? First, these 2 pages. And we're going to work about subject and subject-verb agreement. What is that? What is a subject-verb agreement? Well, this means that if you have a sentence with a singular subject, your verb will be singular too. How do I make my verb singular? Well, you add an S at the end of the verb. For example, the kitty drinks from his mother. You have the letter S with no apostrophe because this letter make your verb singular. Now, what happens if I have a plural subject? Well, the verb must be plural too. You don't add anything to the verb. You just make your subject, well, plural. For example, the kittens drink from their mother. Now, I didn't add any letter to the verb because my subject is in a plural form, okay? And what if my sentence was a compound subject? Remember that we saw compound subjects? Yes, and what is a compound subject? Can you help me? Yes, a compound subject, it's a sentence that has 2 or more subjects. For example, well, let me explain you what if my sentence, what do we do with the verb if my sentence has a compound subject? If a sentence has a compound subject, connect with and, you must write the plural verb. For example, Juliana and Camila Sanchez are dancing the same song. This is because I have 2 subjects, okay? Could be Juliana, Roberta, and Camila Sanchez are dancing the same song, okay? Now, but they are connected with the and. Now, what it happens if my compound subject is connect with or? Well, we use the singular form of the verb. For example, the cookies or the bread is on the shelf, okay? Is, because my subjects are connected with or. So, thank you, teacher, for the explanation. Now, what do we gonna do in our book? Well, let's go to our book. And we need to go to language section. On page, do you remember the page? Yes, page 72 and 73. Now, you have your own explanation here from the book. Let me read to you. Subject-verb agreement means that if a subject of a sentence is singular, the verb must also be singular. And if the subject is plural, the verb must also be plural. You have some examples here too. The puppy plays in the yard is singular. They shop at the mall is plural. Now, what you're gonna do? Complete the sentence with the verbs in parentheses. Remember, the subject and the verb must agree. Mariam with her mom. Is this singular or plural? Yes, it is singular. So what do I do with my verb? I add an S. So I'm going to write, Mariam talks with her mom. Now, on number 2, says my sisters in the yard. My sisters, it's plural or singular? Yes, it's plural. So what do I do with my verb? I let it like this. My sister play in the yard. So we are going to work on page 73. On page 73, they are explaining to us the compound subject with the and or. So what you're gonna do, you're going to circle the verb for each sentence. The teachers and staff organizing a rally. If it's and, what do I circle? And are. So would be are. The teachers and staff are organizing a rally. Either pink or blue, my favorite color. It's or, the conjunction. So, or you use singular verb. So either pink or blue is my favorite color. And you will be answering like this, following these 2 rules, okay? Now, next page. Let's go to contractions, can't and couldn't. And I will explain you with my already known slideshow. Can't and couldn't. As you remember, we already saw the apostrophes and the contractions. A contraction is the union of 2 words. And what do I do when I connect 2 words? Well, I add my apostrophe. So this apostrophe gets a lot of uses. You already know this topic, the contractions, so we are not going to stay there. We are going to pass to the use of can and couldn't. When I use can't, we use can't when we talk about something that we are not able to do in the present time. Example, you can't go to the beach today. Why? Because we need to stay at home. Well, but when do I use could? Well, you use could when we talk about something that we are not able to do in past. For example, I couldn't call you yesterday. Yesterday is telling me that something happens in past, okay? So I say couldn't, not I can't. I couldn't call you yesterday. Those are the uses for can't and couldn't. Easy, easy peasy. So let's go to our book, page 74. You need to answer this page. And it's really, really easy because they already gave you the answer if it's cannot or if it's could not. The only thing you need to do is to put the apostrophe. Made these 2 words in one. How do I gonna do it? Well, I'm going to erase this O and put an apostrophe. That's all, okay? Well, those are the activities from today. I hope you send me the activities and I see you tomorrow, guys. Have a good day. Bye.